damage per second. So a lot of people like to focus on the damage part, dealing high damages, but not a lot put a heavy emphasis on the time portion. Now you deal damage every 15 seconds compared to like dealing consistent good damage all throughout 7 seconds. You'll further cut down the time it takes you to kill mobs, do bosses, and just like your overall playing style will improve greatly. So these are some small tips that everyone can apply to their teams and further improve their playstyle. In case you didn't know, the person triggering the reaction, for example, in Overloaded, Pyro plus Electro, is the one that deals the damage based off his stats, which is level plus multipliers like Crimson Witch set and Elemental Mastery. So, for example, here are some bad sequences that I have. Deluxe has the Crimson Witch set, so he hits Overload for 36, 3400, and Fischl has Overload damage of 2800. As you can see, just simply by having the wrong sequence, I lose out on around maybe 500, 600 damage per second. So we can fix that actually by just timing our skills correctly and making sure the Electro buff is on the mob before you hit the Pyro attack. So here is a slightly better sequence. Here I'll use Fischl to trigger the Electro on the boss first, or the mob. And as you can see, the damage for Overload is now like 3400. It's the color between purple and orange. So simply by doing that, we boosted a lot of damage in a short amount of time. And it's really just paying attention. Next is utilizing characters with a fast cooldown in your rotation and using them first and put them in between skills. So Jean, boom, E, and I continue with what we did earlier. And then after that, just in the middle of that, boom, her skill is ready again. And this time we took down the Golem in a way faster time. Of course, there will always be exceptions to this rule. For example, if you're using a character like Razor who deals mad damage with his normal attack, you're gonna keep him in the field without switching out characters. But if you have like characters like Fischl, Zhang Ling, who have summons, you can drop them first, then continue with your sequence with Razor, and this will overall improve your DPS. Next is don't save your elemental burst or ultimate attacks forever, because this game has very fast cooldowns and energy replenish isn't that hard to get, especially if you're farming around. You know, here you can see my team doing their regular routines, but I don't make use of any of my ultimates. And while it doesn't take that long, I'm still putting it on the shelf without utilizing them, which can develop a habit of people just generally forgetting about their ultimates. Here you have a video of me using my ult right away, and you can see a big difference. And that's basically it. I see videos of people playing, and all their team has full ultimate gauges, but they never use it even though there's a big mob in front of them, and they're really taking a while to clear the mobs, and I'm like, hey man, your ults, they're good, use them. So we covered reaction sequences, utilizing rotations in your team, and using your ults. And basically all of that, if you practice it consistently, you can clear out some good mobs with good time, especially dungeons. And this took me a while actually to develop the way I play right now, simply because you learn more about your team just by using them. So I'm telling you, just don't stress about it. Follow some small tips and tricks. If it doesn't apply to you, don't force it, because you know it's a kind of game that everybody plays differently. But hopefully I was able to add a little bit to your Genshin Impact experience. So here I'll cut this video off and I'll show you a culmination of how I rotate with the team, and that's it. We'll call it a day.
判決を下す。影のガラスは優也を求め。